Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the evening where we have a look at the Stewards report with the Chief Steward, Brad Lewis, for Belmont, Saturday 18th of June. And Brad, it was a reasonably quiet sort of a day.
Yeah, not too many incidents there in the steward's room. Mark, a busy start to the day with our staff out looking at a number of stables through the Bullsbrook type area. So 3 or 4 stables inspected out there as we do as part of our compliance assurance race day activities. Everything found to be in order, Mark.
Excellent. We'll get on to race number 1, the Tab Touch Plate over 1,000 metres for the 2-year-olds. And Brad, there was an issue with the starters button, but we managed to get underway.
We did. Fortunately, Mark, that didn't turn out to be too bad in the end, but potentially it could have been a very nasty incident with a number of horses lunging forward. The power had failed at that stage when the starter went to activate the button, and it failed. Power was then restored and the race got underway. Dainty Test was held up on straightening. No Dust on Me raced wide throughout, and High Conviction, the winner, was wide with cover.
Race number 2, the Pink Ladies Day, July 9, handicap over 1,000 metres. And Jack and Sam, who backed up from Wednesday, commenced awkwardly and got his head in the air at the barrier.
Yeah, he did. Just got out a bit of awkwardly out there at the gates, and Dendy was caught wide, as was Bombs Away.
Race number 3, the race day sponsorship handicap over 2,200 metres, and Tradesman, the hot favourite, was slow to recover after the race with an elevated heart rate.
That's right. Looked slightly disappointing. Looked like it didn't really finish the race off there, Mark. So we had the vets look at the horse, and as you said, that was the report. It did get some momentary inconveniencing at about the 100-metre mark. That was when Dark Musket shifted in, so that was a warning to William Pipe. But Tradesman was already under pressure at that stage of the race, and Palace Intruder, it came back with a minor laceration to the off hind. And
I'd be right in saying that Tradesman's off for a break now, Brad?
Yeah, we will follow that up. We'll follow that up and see how this horse has pulled up, because it was disappointing.
Now on to race number 4, Vale Hannah Dixon handicap over 1,200 metres, and Fool's Bet, the first of 2 Simon Miller runners to be retired today.
Yeah, that's right, a poor performance there. So Simon Miller felt this Fool's Bet's had enough now, so it will be retired. Out of the race, Express Stance, slow into stride, lost about a length there, held up until about the 200, also lay outwards and was vetted after the race, but no abnormalities. Grey Enigma impeded until about the 250 metre mark. Hold Your Tongue was wide.
Yeah, quick congratulations to Connections of Fool's Bet. Was a fantastic career, won a Jim Crack Stakes. Well done to all involved. Race number 5, the Fast Track to Membership handicap over 1,200 metres. Now, Fremont was impeded and blocked for a run, Brad.
It was, had to angle in at about the 250 metre mark, and also race in restricted room over the final 50. Just had to steady when there was some crowding. May have cost that a little bit of momentum over the final few strides. Disco Smile, last start winner, very disappointing, was obliged to race wide. Came back with an elevated heart rate, slow to recover. So we'll speak to Mr Martinovich to see how Disco Smile has pulled up. Dushas Kisti and It's Dynamite both caught wide through the run.
On to race number 6, the Amelia Park Beef handicap over 1,200 metres, and Ron's Call, the second of the Simon Miller runners to be retired today.
Yeah, that's right. Another performance that was disappointing too. So last start for Ron's Call to be retired. Zucker Ross impeded until about the 200 metres and also raced in restricted room. Final stages, Rebel King had to work very hard, and also Lay Inwards, the vets did check the horse, but no abnormalities. Dawn Approach just over-raced through the early stages there, Mark. Did get some minor interference from Ron's Call, which shifted inwards. We told Aaron Mitchell in similar circumstances to allow more room when shifting inwards in the early stages of races in future.
Another congratulations to the Connections of Ron's Call. Fantastic career, well done. Race number 7, the Kieran Magumi handicap over 1,650 metres, and Galaxy Sun hasn't been himself of recent times. Fractures in the barriers and rear dislodging the rider, and now off for a spell, Brad.
It is, yeah, and we had the vets right on hand there, very experienced veterinarians at the barriers, and they observed that incident. They didn't feel it necessary to remove Galaxy Sun from the barriers, Mark, so it was allowed to start, but as you say, now spelling. Racing Dubai, caught wide from the 700 metres. Muskets at Dawn had to work a little bit through the early part to cross and then lay outwards in the straight. Universal Law impeded early in the straight until about the 200 metres, and the cobbler quite disappointing there, Mark. The vets couldn't see any abnormalities at this time, so we'll see. Speak with Mr Miller and see how the cobbler has recovered.
Hopefully everything okay with the 3-year-old cobbler. On to race number 8, the last of the day, the Vale Ralph Swan handicap over 1,650 metres. Now, Brad, tell us what you saw there.
Yeah, in this life, very disappointing there, under pressure from the 400 metres is what Paul Harvey put forward. No abnormalities at this time after the routine vet check. Lushilla was caught wide, tied in the straight, and 2 or 3 there that were impeded, Mark, in the straight. Futurism until about the 100, Paddy until the 200 metre mark, and Brazilian Arms just had to angle out around hills to get clear eventually about the 100 metre mark.
And Brad, the track played superbly again with the rail out 9 metres. Every horse got its chance.
Yeah, it did. That's right, and the track continues to go well at this stage early in the season, or through the season thus far.
Sorry, Brad. Now, as per usual, the Stewards report will be available on the Chris website within 30 to 45 minutes, Brad. And thank you, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.